Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Friday, May 10th, 2024, breaking down the large slate of Friday MLB action. Guys, comment below in the comments section your MLB picks, what you're looking to bet on today's slate, where you agree, where you disagree with my handicaps. All is welcome down there. And please smash that like button if you're liking the content. We got first game up, 6:40 Eastern, heading to the Motor City for the Detroit Tigers and the Houston Astros. Framber Valdez on the hill for the Stros. Casey Mize getting the start for the Tigers. Total of 8, -135. That is the Houston Astros as the road favorite. Guys, we got Houston here. We bet against them yesterday. Unfortunately, took the loss by 1 run to the Yankees, but they're still just 13-24 on the season. They've burned a whole lot of money. Now, Framber Valdez on the hill, the lefty for the Stros. He's a guy that gets a lot of respect in the betting markets. He's been great for how many years now, but this season he has dropped off a little bit. He's not as good as past years. 4 ERA, the FIP's up there as well. His last time out, he gave up 9 hits in only 5 innings with 5 walks. So, control issues possibly coming into this one. And he's up against Casey Mize, former first pick overall out of the former Auburn Tiger here. And he's off of his worst start, 5 earned runs in 5 innings in Yankee Stadium against the Bronx Bombers. That's a good lineup. So I'm not going to downgrade him too much here. His advanced numbers look good overall. Going to jump on the Detroit Tigers here. Just a game over 500, playing some good baseball, +120. I think they get it done. And a big reason why is because of their bullpen. Top 10 bullpen by my numbers in MLB. They're also off of an off day to rest up the arms, whereas the Houston Astros schedule spot, playing against the Yankees, big time matchup. Now you're heading to Detroit. Bullpen bottom 10 by my numbers. So for all of those reasons, guys, +120, risk 100 to win 120 on the Detroit Tigers to start us off. We'll head down to the Sunshine State up next here for the Tampa Bay Rays hosting the New York Yankees, 6:50 Eastern. It's Clark Schmidt on the hill for the Yanks. Bradley going for the Tampa Bay side of things. Total of 8, -130. That's the Yankees as the road favorite. Say road favorite, likely be as many Yankees, if not more, than Tampa Bay Rays fans down in Tampa. But the Rays are 19-19 on the season. They've won 5 of their last 6. The thing here is the Yankees, 25-14 on the year. They've also won 5 of their last 6. Schmidt on the hill, good numbers, 41-13 strikeout to walk ratio. And he already faced this Rays lineup back in April. Gave up 1 earned in 5+ innings, 7-0 in terms of strikeout to walk ratio. No free passes, 7 strikeouts. So past performance is good against the Tampa Bay Rays lineup. And Bradley, a little bit of a question coming in. He's making his first start of the year off the IL. He had 2 minor league starts, good numbers there, but I don't know how much, you can bring that into facing a New York Yankees lineup here. That's hot. I mean, the second best lineup in baseball, only behind the Dodgers by most advanced metrics. They've smashed righties as well. Both bullpens kind of a wash. Actually, both bullpens very good. I think we get the more known commodity at the starting pitcher role in terms of that matchup, and we get the better lineup here, guys. We can get the Yankees -127 is the low water mark heading into the overnight markets. I wouldn't be surprised the way that the Yankees have played this season and the kind of betting bandwagon that this number gets up there. So heading into the overnights, -127, I think it gets higher. It's the Yankees here in Tampa. We'll go from the Sunshine State to north of the border. Up next, 7:07 Eastern. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Kikuchi on the hill for the Jays, and it's Joe Ryan going for the Twins. Total of 8. Toronto short home favorites, -115. This is a little bit of ride the hot and fade the cold in my handicap here, guys. It's the Minnesota Twins, one of the hottest teams in baseball, winning 15 of their last 17 games. They had that 12-game win streak. They're still playing good baseball, and Toronto's lost 5 of their last 7. They've lost 10 of their last 14. They're now 3 games under 500 there. So with that payroll, a lot of preseason expectations, including myself, it really hasn't panned out as we're getting close to the 40-game mark here in 2024. Now, Kikuchi on the hill, big reason why I think they're commanding the favorite price tag. He's got a 43-9 strikeout to walk ratio, pretty consistent. He's gone 6 innings in each of his last 5 starts. Not necessarily looking to go against him, although the Twins lineup has smashed lefties. Top 5 lineup against lefties, so positive there against the Southpaws. Joe Ryan, his numbers are really good for the Twins. I mean, his win-loss is just 1-2, but he's got a 46-6 strikeout to walk ratio and solid numbers overall, and no more than 3 earned runs in any start this season. So I actually like Joe Ryan in this matchup, and I definitely like the Twins and the way that they're playing, 15 of their last 17. Plus the fact, in certain stadiums, I like to go through and see how the batting splits are, with the team lineup. And sure enough, 3 games last season, over an 800 team OPS playing in Rogers Center. So they saw the ball well there, catching plus 105, risk 100 to win 105. That's the Minnesota Twins as the play in Toronto. We'll go back down to the Sunshine State, so some heavy travel in the show. But no, in all reality, this one I really like. 7:10 Eastern, going to the east coast of Florida for the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Ranger Suarez going for the Phils. Trevor Rogers going for the Marlins. So a battle of southpaws here. 7 in the hook being the total, minus 175. That's the Phillies as the road favorite. First place, last place in the division. I mean, the Phillies actually first place across all of baseball. Best record in baseball, 26-12. If you've been watching the show, we've been riding them. They've been good to us. And going to ride them again here, guys. Suarez, 6-0 on the season, 46-6 strikeout to walk ratio. 3 earned runs in 21 innings on the road. So outside of Philadelphia, which this is in Miami, he's been lights out. Only 9 hits in 21 innings. So pitcher's ballpark here against a lineup that, traded away the 2-time batting champion, Luis Arraez, their best player. I don't like this Miami lineup at all. And by the way, this is coming from a lifelong Marlins fan. Now, Trevor Rogers on the hill for the Fish. He had 6 walks and only 4 strikeouts in his last 2 starts combined. So he's on the negative side of the strikeout to walk ratio. He has north of a 6 ERA. They just got swept by the Dodgers. This lineup, one of the worst against lefties, one of the worst overall. And another aspect here, guys, in why I'm placing the bet on the Phillies on the run line. So minus 1.5, they're going to have to win by 2 runs. But we get it all the way down to minus 105. So just having to risk $105 to win 100, minus 1.5 on the Phillies. And the big reason why is the Marlins are just 11-27 against the spread. And they're normally going off as the underdog. So in terms of losing games, they're not losing games by just 1 run. They're getting blown out. And they're going up against a really good Phillies lineup. I think this has blowout written all over it. So hey, it's the Phillies for us, minus 1.5, minus 105 for the show. I don't mind if you alt it either, minus 2.5, minus 3.5. I really do think this is like, 9-0, 9-3, something like that. Phillies win in South Florida. Next game up, we'll head to the Windy City, Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago White Sox. It is Carlos Carrasco going for the Guardians and Crochet, the lefty, going for the Sox. Total of 8. Pick 'em price tag. Just pick the winner here, minus 105, 7:40 Eastern start time. It's first place versus last place in the AL Central. And a pick 'em price tag, which always catches my attention. Like, why is that? Well, the reason is the market loves Crochet, the lefty for the White Sox. He's a former first rounder out of Tennessee, the volunteer, throwing from the left side, throwing 97, 98 miles per hour, and he has 53 strikeouts on the season. The market's always going to give respect to those type of guys. But the fact is, he gave up 5 earned runs against Minnesota, 7 earned runs against Philadelphia, even 5 earned runs against Cincinnati. So at times, he's been inconsistent, and he's going up against the Cleveland lineup that doesn't strike out a lot. And they've been really good against lefties. They have that positive lefty-righty dynamic heading into the handedness of pitcher against southpaws. They see the ball well from this side. They're 24-13 on the year. They've won 4 of their last 5. Carrasco, I mean, overall, I guess a 6 ERA. But it's a big but. His last time out, best start of the season, 6 innings, 1 earned runs, 50 strikes, and only 71 pitches. So he's right around the plate. I think he actually found something here. Let's go with the Cleveland Guardians. Pick'em price tag minus 105 over one of the worst teams in baseball, the Chicago White Sox. Next one up, Kansas City Royals in the LA Angels, as we will head out to California, the Golden State, if you will. Griffin Canning going for the Angels, Alex Marsh going for the Royals. 22-16 for the Royals. They've won 2 straight. They actually scored 10 runs in the first matchup. It did start on Thursday night here in Anaheim. And the Angels, 14-23. They're just 5-15 their last 20. They started out the season great, since not so much. And with the Royals scoring 10 runs just last night in Anaheim, I don't see any reason why that should change. They're going up against Griffin Canning. He has almost a 7 ERA, over a 5 FIP. Not a guy I'm looking to bet on at all. He does not have kind of the stuff that he's had in the last couple of years. Just 1-4 on the season, 6 walks his last 2 starts. And up against Marsh, 0 earned runs in each of his last 2 starts. He's coming off of a short IL stint, which is a little bit concerning. But overall, guys, I'm going to ride it here. I mean, it's just 20 cents on the Royals, and the Angels have not been playing good baseball. So we get a slight bullpen advantage, handedness of pitcher. The Royals have been a lot better against righties. Their lineup's a lot hotter right now. So let's go with the Royals, minus 120 favorites in Anaheim. We'll head down the I-5 here from Anaheim to San Diego, 9:40 Eastern start time. LA Dodgers, San Diego Padres. It's Tyler Glasnow going for the Dodgers. Michael King going for the Friars. Total of 8, minus 170 right now. That's the Dodgers as the road favorite. It's been bought up a little bit. Dodgers have won 7 straight. Market loves them. 11-5 on the road, plus 74 run differential. So scoring more than your opponent. They're number 1 in MLB. They're 14-2 their last 16 games, and they've won they've won by more than 1 run in all but 2 of those wins. So they're dominating their opponents. And they're up against the Padres, who are playing better baseball themselves. The Friars are now 500, winning 5 of their last 7 games. I just think that stepping in front of this Dodgers team is a big mistake. I really do, guys. And I'm going to lay the run line with them here. Minus 170 isn't really my thing. So minus 1.5 in this one, guys. Plus money, plus 100. So risk 100 to win 100. LA Dodgers, minus 1.5. And just a couple reasons why. King, in terms of the starting pitcher, King faced the Dodgers in April. He gave up 7 runs in 4 home runs. So they absolutely smashed him, giving up the long ball. And Tyler Glasnow, he's been great. 6-1 on the season, 63 strikeouts, 97 miles per hour. His last time out was against the Braves, that really good Braves lineup. 10 strikeouts in 7 innings with only 2 earned runs. So he's hot. Dodgers are hot. Minus 1.5, plus 100. In Petco. 1 game left, guys. Do want to give the recap for yesterday's show. Unfortunately, it was a losing day. We went 2-5, minus 4 units. Had a couple close ones, including the strikeout prop. He got to 6. It ended up being 6.5. Down day in baseball, so that's the way it goes. But hey, overall for the week, we are 16-11 plus 5.30 units. So hopefully a winning day on Friday and end a really good week here, guys, as we will hit the nightcap for the show. Cincinnati Reds, San Francisco Giants, Logan Webb going for the Giants, Andrew Abbott, the lefty, going for the Reds. Reds have lost 8 straight games. They're just 16-21 right now. Where the San Francisco side, they're not playing very good baseball either, just 3-7 their last 10, 6 games under 500. They're having to lay minus 155 here as the home favorite, 7.5 being the total. Both of these 2 teams are not very good on the offensive side, particularly recently. Actually, the Reds, in the month of May, I'll just read the numbers for you guys. 148 batting average, 442 team OPS. Their weighted runs created plus, I've never seen this for like a 10-day period, 24. They're getting like no run production. They are the coldest lineup in baseball, and it's by a wide margin. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything offensively. They've had some injuries, some of their bigger bats out. And Logan Webb, I guess you could point to, his last two starts not being very good, but that was against Philadelphia and Boston, both on the road and two hitters ballparks. He's coming back home here. I think he's going to have a really good start. And Andrew Abbott, the lefty going for the Reds, yes, just 1-4 on the season, but he does have a 3.3 ERA and a 15-0 strikeout to walk ratio in his last two starts. He's, a top-notch guy in terms of his rookie season. I think he broke a record in MLB for like the longest streak without giving up a run. Fastball, changeup. He's out of UVA. He's a guy I actually like to bet on. When you watch him pitch, he looks like a smooth southpaw, if you will. So I don't think either of these offenses have a good day, and both starters have great starts. So 7.5 being the total. We're going on the under. Low scoring here, maybe like 2-0, 3-1, something like that. Under 7.5 plus 100 to end it here on the West Coast. So guys, that's going to do it for Drew's Daily Diamond on Friday. Appreciate everybody chiming in. And a reminder, comment below. Let me know what you're looking to bet, where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. Wagertalk.com, experts page. Drew Martin got a special going through the All-Star break. And big savings there if you want all the client picks. So, yeah, guys, that does it. Have a fun, safe weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button. Cash those tickets.